Across the nation, protesters gathered in cities from all over expressing their opposition to policies of the Trump administration. One of those protests today was in Waco against Project 2025, a conservative policy blueprint that's drawing criticism from some of the left. 6 News reporter Juliana Jackson tells us what Project 2025 is and shows how demonstrators shared their voice today. Juliana.
Yeah, dozens of protesters came together in Waco earlier today. This was part of coordinated protests across all 50 states against Project 2025 that you just saw a minute ago. The Heritage Foundation's 900-page document outlines changes to federal government, from restructuring agencies to new immigration policies. While President Trump previously distanced himself from the project during his campaign trail, his recent executive actions mirror several of the project's proposals. I spoke with Baylor political science professor Pat Flavin, who said before the election there was talk about how much or how little Trump would align himself with this document.
Certainly folks in his administration would want to make happen, but I think he's also identified certain parts of Project 2025. So for example, proposals to limit Medicaid spending, to enact work requirements, to make it less generous. Those tend not to poll very well, and so that's one that Trump distanced himself from.
President Trump's recent executive actions, from freezing federal grants to rolling back DEI initiatives, closely align with the document's recommendations. Flavin also noted many of the project's authors now hold key positions in the administration. Critics argue the plan threatens democracy and established government functions, while supporters say it's necessary to limit bureaucratic overreach. As protesters say they'll continue their demonstrations, the debate over Project 2025's influence on policy continues to spark conversations. Back here on 6 News at 6, hear more on Project 2025 and how Central Texans are expressing their voice.
All right, thank you so much for that report, Juliana.